On behalf of Colonel Samuel Preston, Commander of the Blanchfield Army Community Hospital, welcome to today's ceremony for the promotion of Lieutenant Colonel Ferdinand. At this time, we would like to extend a sincere welcome to commanders, command teams, distinguished guests, family, and friends for attending today's ceremony. Also, a special thanks to Colonel Bimson and Colonel Pangilinan. Lieutenant Colonel Bacomo is joined today by his wife, Josephine, daughter Jordana, mother Marcelina, brother Ferdinando, sister-in-law cousin Armando. Please rise for the entrance of the official party, standing for the playing of the national anthem, invocation given by Chaplain.
I'll just use my preacher voice from here. How's that? Okay. Let us go ahead and pray. Our sovereign Lord, today we are grateful to celebrate this time of promotion for Colonel Bacomo. Be the guiding strength for those new responsibilities that follow this day. May you continue to lead, to teach, to guide, and to mentor those that he's responsible for daily. We'd be remiss if we didn't also thank you for all the family, the friends, along the way to help achieve this day. As this day certainly reflects a great amount of hard work and effort to earn this promotion, we pray that you, Lord, will help sustain that work ethic, rank, and onward throughout his career. May he be blessed and strengthened to continue great leadership in all those positions that follow. In your most holy name, amen.
Please be seated. We are honored to have Colonel Samuel Preston as the ceremony. Please join me in welcoming Colonel Preston.
Good morning, Blanchfield family. What a beautiful fall day to celebrate this fantastic officer, his wonderful family who has supported him to the place where we are today. Chaplain, thank you very, very much for those inspiring words. I want to also support of this officer as a fellow deputy and also the team as our brothers and sisters on post, but really want to draw attention to the true VIPs here. Wife, daughter Jordana, mother Marcelina, Fernando, and Nikki. You are a large portion, we'll get to this in a little bit, Colonel Bacomo is sitting before us today. So initially, wanted to have his promotion kind of on the sly. He didn't want to have a big to-do. In fact, he promoted to major deployed with very around. To lieutenant colonel, he promoted right when he got to Eisenhower. And he wanted to try to do that same thing this time with this hospital family. I don't think so. I had no say in that. And there's no wrong way to do a promotion, Ferdy. I'm sorry, right way to do a promotion, Ferdy, but there is. And slinking out on this celebration of you and your accomplishment and that of your family is something that we owe you. So I had your family and talking about, okay, let's get the real scoop on Ferdy. I want to know where the bodies are buried. And it's actually a pretty phenomenal, inspiring story. Ferdy was born and raised in Florida. That his family loves Miami, which, can't overcome every affliction, but that's all right. But one of the hardest things to do is talk about where someone went to high school, where someone went to college, where someone went to medical school. Ferdy, thank you so much. He went to Nova High School in southeastern Florida, and from Nova High School, he went to Nova Southeastern University, where he made sciences. From there, Eastern School of Osteopathic Medicine, where he got his osteopathic. Key points in that I want to raise attention to, because while he was deciding what to do in life, and his mom and family let me know that he actually wanted to be a secret thing that he wanted to do. But because that didn't work out, he thought, well, I guess I'm going to be a triple boarded physician. But he made it to medical school, and that was to join. And I asked for it, why did somebody without really a family history of military service decide to join the military? Because I want to get it right. I'm a first-generation Filipino American. To give back to the country that has given so many opportunities by serving as a physician. I also believe my father died from lung cancer during my freshman year. 22. I signed up for the HPSP in February of 2001. Now, a lot in that, but I want you to think about February of 2000, where this country was. We could walk onto an airplane, and we still had 2 towers in New York City. Ferdy joined in 2001 when it was when he signed on the dotted line. And what's so impressive is, despite being a triple board certified physician, in all of these wars and turbulent world that we live in today, and you've remained in, that is incredibly. When asked to describe who has inspired him to be the man he is, he did give a list of professionals. I'll defer to you for you to mention those individuals. But first and foremost was his family. It was his uncle who actually, Elijah, who helped him understand what it meant to be a physician. It is his family who helped him learn to not take anything for granted. Case in point. All right, jokes about little after this are now off the table. And this is why. The family for this. And I said, we need to be prepared for some jokes about Little Caesars after this. Let me know that growing up, they didn't come from a lot of means. But Miami sports teams and Little Caesars pizza. And that is something that they would celebrate as a family together, and they carry with them now. So make a fantastic party out of just the simplest of things. That's pretty incredible. So I won't go into too much about the training because I want to talk a little bit about and where you're going, not just what got you here. So you're about ready to put on, and eagle wings are the first animate object that we put on as officers. An eagle has motion. It does not, it's not an oak leaf, it's a thing. And it motion and a visibility that is symbolic of where you are going. So I want to just bring your attention to the eyes. The eyes of the eagle are nature. They can see far distances, miles in miles, and they can see movement. They can anticipate, calling attention to the organization to initiate action. But also, the eagle's eyes look to the future. They identify and select the next generation to lift the organization even higher. That is a tremendous responsibility of the Colonel, Ferdy. Your professional challenge as a card member of the Colonel Club is to lift yourself above the fray. You, as the DC, a phenomenal team, let them be the wind beneath your wings to lift you to strategic thinking where you can look to the future and threats, and that you can offer this organization recommendations to preserve warfighting strength for generations to come. Before I turn it over to I want you to think about the wings of the eagle. And I mentioned the wind beneath the wings. We all fold up our uniform. Ferdy, your family is the true wind beneath your wings. Never lose sight of that. They will carry you. And if you keep that in the front of your mind, there's no telling which together. So but I would like to provide an opportunity to this wonderful audience. Please, if you have like to offer anything's on the table to Ferdy, please take a moment now. We publish the orders.
You're not gonna get away. AK Ferdy's battle buddy. If you see where our officers set up, it's kind of what you see. Kind of one-to-one. We just don't know who's watching who. Sometimes we think it's Nicole or Brenda, but they they're either known as the Wonder Twins or the Brothers of Destruction. It depends on your viewpoint. We have. So I spend almost every day, more time spent with my wife. And one thing I'll say, the importance of this family. We know how important you are to him. So just know that. And I always say, you can always just tell your wife. That type of stuff. So role in his life and what he does. So thank you for supporting. Thank you for loaning him to us. Now this is a beautiful Fort Campbell day. One of the Army's best get promoted. We also get to see a new those six added. Central Acting Commander, thank you for it.
Cool.
We made it, brother. You're here. We talked about this. Long overdue. Best battle buddy I've had. No questions there. It's dynamic. DC Land was great. It's better than it's ever been at this
fellowship with the commander, grade, the thing that we're rating the most. Stories of the horror stories of the commanders, and the ones that come out the most. I will say I appreciate all the support that you provide the troop battalion and I'm here to help you and everything that you need and all this, everything that you need from us service. Congratulations and thank you for all your support. You're definitely not like that.
Hi, good morning. Ferdy and I go back to Hawaii, so 2011 I'm glad to hear he's carrying on the path of destruction. Because he came back from Hawaii, so it's good to hear that he's doing that. And it was always for the better. And he would always make fun of me because I had a it's like, yep, we're not going to drink the Kool-Aid today. I'm glad to hear that. But it's great to see from when Jordana was born and the family, and to see Jordana as a young lady now, and all the great. Congratulations, Ferdy.
I'm Luke Groves. I'm the chief surgeon. I just want to say thank you, sir. One of the things that Colonel Clark mentioned was that you've elevated the bar. And something that I find extremely valuable about Colonel Bacomo, that I'm extremely thankful for to be under, was not only did he lift the bar out here, but Colonel Bacomo lifted the bar before he even got here. Expression is really important with your troops, and before he even took this position, it was going to be very notable that the positions around the hospital. In our job, it's extremely challenging to be people first, while trying to hold lines where we need to set expectations. And Colonel Bacomo has a history in his record of on 06 today, of being able to honor people. And that's really important in the BCCS lane. And so while he's walking into a job before, he's doing it with excellence, and he gives us something to inspire to be. And so, sir, thank you for holding lines, for all us to take care of the people, and giving us something to inspire. Thanks, sir.
I'm Brandy. I am the most junior-like civilian that would be. I work with Dr. Bacomo. He lives on a diet of pizza and french fries. He does have the mess hall hot dogs. They have gotten better after 40 years. He likes to lightness of a motorcycle. It is not the same, but we are going to induct him today as a but he is an example of what just what is all about. He is a trusted advisor for a lot of things. He is definitely and he's, like I said earlier, he's funny, so to be able to balance those two is really an attribute to his. So thank you. It's an honor to work with you.
I am Will Gibson, so I got the opportunity to meet Kuwait. That was our first introduction. So Ferdy was serving as the 31st Hospital Center in Kuwait. So we had a couple of months to hang out and with his family. I don't believe that I've met a more humble senior leader that's willing. And the time that we spent together in Kuwait, and even after that, his willingness to soak up, to ask questions. As a matter of fact, I had the opportunity to brag about you today to one of our MAP officers that came in to see me. She might be darkening your door here. Incredible. It's a great example. Certainly throughout our career, whether we're wearing whatever rank we're wearing, there's a lot. Example of someone that humbly approaches that guidance from. That's an incredibly important trait and one that you will undoubtedly continue to use into the future. So, to his family, thank you for everything to produce for.
Thank you.
Mark Workman, Chief of the Clinical Support Division. Clinical Support Division. And one of the things that I'm actually a little with your speech, sir, about like looking at a group of leaders, and I say that because time and time again, Lieutenant Colonel Bacomo will come to my office and say, "Hey, Mark, I need you to answer this question, whatever." And I'd be looking, I was like, "Sir, that's a real thing." They're across the hall. I was like, "Okay, I'll say something to the effect of, I need you to figure it out."
Keep doing that.
So they'll leave to go construction elsewhere. And I'll walk out my office across. "Hey, Brandon, can you teach me about this?" "How old are you?" "Colonel Bacomo?" "Yeah." So, and then shortly there, after like another day or two, like he'll come to my office and say, "Hey, can you explain to me this?" And he says, "Colonel Bacomo, stop. Okay, come on." And I'm just kind of expecting it to get worse. But one of the things, despite like you leave and I just sigh, or it's been really great to kind of have to broaden what we see, and as majors, that's really anyway. And I greatly appreciate the fact that you come in and act as that forcing function to help us grow, so that whenever we move on to that next position, we'll be even better prepared. Not only the jobs that we're holding now, but with the way our leaders like yourself are really forcing us to experience. So, sir, I appreciate it.
All right.
Post your orders.
Oh. Time out, you guys. Just rewind 2 seconds. Family, go ahead and head up. All right. Attention orders. The President trust and confidence in the patriotism, valor, fidelity, and abilities of Ferdinand K. Bacomo. In view of these qualities and his demonstrated potential for increased responsibility, therefore promoted in the United States Army to the rank of colonel. Promotion is effective October 2023 by order of Moore Major Chief Officers Promotion Branch. Go ahead. Please be seated. Family, they're doing that. You guys get in there how you want the pictures? We're on your time, yeah. You guys can go ahead and be seated now. All right. Minister the oath of commissioned officers, please remain seated for the oath.
So before we do this, this is just a gentle reminder, an opportunity for us to recognize as officers, civilians, and our federal government that we take an oath to an idea, not a political party, not an individual, not a queen, but an idea. And that is the core of who we are and what we do. I, Ferdinand Bacomo, support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic, that I will bear true allegiance to the same, that I take this obligation freely, without any mental reservation, that I will well and faithfully discharge the duties of the office on which I'm about. Ladies and gentlemen,
Wow. It's really humbling. Thanks for y'all to be here. I think it's because of the pizza, but yeah. You know, Little Caesars, it has a. All right. So, good morning. Thank you, Master Sergeant Hood. Thank you to Master Sergeant Kira, Nicole Mitchell, Brenda Calderon, Maria Yeager. Thank you to Chaplain Caitlin for your inspirational, encouraging remarks. Thank you to Brian Pomerantz for being here. I know you're a bit. All right, really outstanding job. Thank you for setting all this up. I was about to mess it up because I was really dragging my feet, but y'all picked up the slack. Thank you. All right, let's give them a round of applause first and foremost. Colonel Preston, Colonel Bimpson, Colonel Pangolian, distinguished guests and friends, y'all so much for being here today. We're, whether here or yeah, that this is a special day for my family and I. Only possible due to the people and the different teams I've been on, the great leaders, teammates, and of course family who's. So I would like to spend some time to say thank you to some individuals, and to say without them I would not be standing here today. First and foremost, you can control only so much in this world, and by God's good graces, thank you so much. Colonel Preston, thank you for your kind words and leadership. You've hit the ground running upon arrival here, and you provided immediate positive impact. Thank you so much. Colonel Bimpson, starting from our time in Kuwait, no matter the time of day or night, from leadership, writing, evaluations, awards, corrections, such as the Innovation Oasis, you provided great mentorship for me, and I really appreciate it. A couple of weeks ago, it was really a good book, right? But I'm not kidding about the guns. You really got to lock those up. Right. Colonel Pangolian, the I see that I ever worked with. Cool, thank you. And to my fellow deputies and command team members, Lieutenant Colonel Price, Mr. Nix, Dr. Hellwig, Major Fear, and the rest of the command group. Also include Dave Allard and who was with me back at Eisenhower. You all are awesome. Really appreciate every day working with you all. All right, I appreciate you taking me under your wing upon arrival and setting me up for success. And shout out to the Nurse Mafia for, you know. And to Lieutenant Colonel Orton, Colonel Pomerantz, Colonel Groves, Tyson, Major Hunter, Captain Cox, Dr. Wilson, Major Jessup, Ms. Van Walker, Dr. Twilley, and Mr. James. You all are outstanding. It's an honor to serve with you all, and I'm your biggest hype man. All right. Thanks so much to the Bach Old Guard, Colonel Freeline, Colonel Lee Bali, Lieutenant Colonel Eric Bunchy, Master Sergeant Tomlinson, Lieutenant Colonel Ossie Evans, Nick Nardi. I see him in the back there. How's it going? Matt Coonley. Special thanks to Colonel Myers. Thank you for your welcome. Despite me being a lieutenant colonel in a colonel position and really a unknown in the ranks of senior leadership, thanks for truly setting me up for success. To the 531st, it was an honor to serve with you all last year and to continue on that relationship. Shout out to Lieutenant Colonel Joshua J.T. Thompson. I really appreciate the leadership lunches, the insightful walks as we head from the DFAC to USMHK. Also, Major Wright here? No. Also, Sergeant Atkinson, Dan Kahn. Like some of those kooky things we kind of come up with. Great thing, but it turns out to suck. All right. But it was fun, though. All right. Appreciate the guidance, operational mindset, and friendship. Who would have thought you could drink near beer on a RNA? That's really appreciated. My brother from another mother, Lieutenant Colonel Nicholas Cahanding, who's currently stationed in Larmsey. Way back at William Beaumont and Eisenhower, you've been a great friend, and I really appreciate it. All right, Colonel Yolanda Walker, auntie. From our time from Camp Dwyer, I really appreciate you taking me into a and providing mentorship. I can never live up, but I really appreciate you and your support. And good luck in your next. I think is commanding Ed Reynolds. Power crew. Double D, Dave Davis, Colonel John, Sergeant First Class Diddley, Troy Akers, Dave Meddings, Willie Alexander, and Kevin Doherty. And also Colonel Hayslip. We've been through some tough times over there. Friendship, and you really helped navigate us through some tough times. All right, the Bach family. You all for really being an amazing team. It's an outstanding culture. I can understand why we constantly win awards and belts. Culture and the team here. It's really an honor to be a part of this family. All right, and I can't even begin to recognize the countless numbers of soldiers, Department of those I've had the pleasure of serving with. Right. Now, Master Sergeant Craighead did something pretty cool during her promotion, where she was able to hand over her ranks to the next from the physician ranks. We need to do that as well. So for my lieutenant colonel ranks, Major Jessup, come on up. Right. There's always been a mass exodus when it comes to step up during the gaps in leadership. Want to take the easy. Appreciate you stepping forward and hand to the fray. Thank you so much. And to my family, for my mom, for raising me, guiding me. Award ceremonies, no matter how low, from elementary school all the way up to college, being there for me despite working 2 jobs and raising 3 kids. Really shaped me as a man that I am and what I have become. To my father, Ferdinand Bacomo, he's been gone for 14 years. I hope he's watching down, and I hope that he's proud. To my brother Fernando and my sister-in-law Nikki, thank you for being here. Thank you for your support through all the tough times. Fins up. All right. Thank you for being here. It's really truly an honor. Right. You were here when, like, during our most lowest moments when I was about to deploy, and you were there when we got back. So thank you for those of my family that are in Florida and who were not able to come, and to my in-laws in California. To Josefino, a retired Navy petty officer, and Hilda, Gabriel. We're sorry that you couldn't be here, but thank you for the support that you continue to provide for my wife and daughter, especially last year when I was deployed. Thank you to the Santos family, the Rose Street, my friend Gab, and thank you for your support. All right, and pay back what you all have done for us, and I Really appreciate it. And lastly, my immediate family. To my daughter, Jordana, your laughter, personality, playful attitude, and intelligence is awe-inspiring. I know we were hard on you sometimes, but I love you. Gaga face. All right. To my wife, Joanne, thank you for being my rock. When work draws away, step right in and keep things going and moving forward. We've been through a lot, despite the loss of Peanut, the deployment, the PCS. You've been there for me, and I've been there for you. Thank you for your love and support over 18 years. You truly made me a better person, and I love you. Everyone, thank you so much for attending today.
Going to tell you guys to rise, but please stay standing for the playing of the 101st Airborne song and the Army song. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes our ceremony. Please come forward to congratulate Colonel Bacomo. We invite you to join us in the Command Sergeant Major classroom. Mixing some of today's hottest music. While you get to enjoy some delicious Little Caesars and world-famous Crazy Bread for lunch. And remember, next week is height and weight for us soldiers. Thank you for attending.